Kurt, when you look at, kind of getting dialed in that initial thing, how important, because, we talked about this right before we came on live, how important is it to have dialed in that, 30, 45-second elevator pitch, right? To be able to have that opening.
Paramount.
How important is that to have that dialed in?
It's everything, right? Because that's your one shot. You blow that, you don't get a second shot, right?
Right.
So you have to have that dialed in, and you have to be able to just boom, right? And then when that gal who was the speaker on day one, she had asked me, so what do you do for a living? And that was the first night we were there for the dinner, and she ended up sitting with us for dinner, and we were talking, and she said, so what do you do for a living? Now, when I ask real estate agents all the time, if I ask you, what do you do for a living? People go, oh, I'm in real estate. I sell real estate. No, I'm a realtor. I'm in real estate. That's the number one answer you get. It's a horrible answer. It's a horrible answer because it doesn't lend to more other than, oh, so how's the market? Maybe if you get lucky, somebody asks you that. But these people that you really want to meet, they're not asking you that. That's what we ask each other. Oh, so how's biz? How's the market? It's just a BS thing. It's like me, Johnny, how you doing? And what do you say? I'm doing great, Kurt. How are you? You don't really care how I'm doing, but you say it as a polite response back. These are just program responses. Go to the furniture store, just looking. Well, no, you're here for something, right? Nobody just walks around looking at furniture stores. So you have to have that so dialed in. And what I learned was when I answer that question, so what do you do for a living? Or, so what do you do? Or what business are you in? Oh, I just help people accumulate wealth and residual income through real estate. And they're like, wait a minute, you do what?
Yeah.
How do you do that? It makes them ask you more questions.
Yeah.
And now I have a talk track. Right. Now we're having a conversation. Wow, it's about leveraging people and stuff. Real estate, we help people buy, we help people sell. I never say I sell anything because you're a salesman if you do. You're just salesy. I don't sell anything, but because the truth is I don't, John. You don't either. We help people buy, we help people sell. That's what we do. And the better we help them, the bigger the problem we solve, more money we make. The thing I learned from Richard Branson, and when I said that to him, right, he was like, oh, I like that because, and his reply back was, because I started the society that I have, which is the most important thing to him, is he has a society which are conflict resolution group. So this conflict resolution group are world leaders. The Dalai Lama, it used to be Nelson Mandela, is one of his most influential people in his world was Nelson Mandela. He built this thing called the temple. People think, and it's been written in books and stuff, he said it's written that he did it for the Dalai Lama. He built it for him. He goes, I really didn't. Because I built it because I was meeting with the Dalai. I was meeting with Nelson Mandela. I was meeting with 5 other world leaders, and we were all coming together to create this group for conflict resolution. Because if we can solve all conflict, that's the bigger the problem you solve, right? The better the world would be. And for me, and for us, and for what we do, and for your business, the bigger the problem you solve, the more money you're going to make. Solve people's problems. You have the world at your hand. He's trying to resolve conflict. Let's eliminate conflict, and we can all grow bigger, better for everybody and for mankind. Because these people are talking at that level. We're talking about how do we make more money. This guy's talking about how do I make mankind better. It's amazing, but that's the group of people he's in. So when I said that, he immediately resonated, and then I asked him about the temple, and he told me the whole story of how it was built, why it was built, and he wanted to have something to commemorate and to memorialize forever Nelson Mandela. He said the guy's one of the most amazing people you would ever have met, and he said I wanted to have this so people never forget his message and what he represented and stood for, and how we do this together, and that's what we do. So that's what he was really about.